hard. It's a lot to expect. People make fun of you. You know, get beaten up. Your things get stolen in the shelters. You beg for food every day. And you go to all these different places to try to get clothes. It's really hard. It's a struggle. And I wouldn't want nobody to go through it.
If you still have possessions when you become homeless, you're guaranteed to lose those possessions before a month is up. Especially depending on the environment you live in. You're not gonna keep these, you have nowhere safe to put your belongings.
I was sleeping on the streets. I didn't wanna go to a shelter because I was afraid that people would take what little bit of stuff I do have. So I stayed on the streets.
The one thing that's really hard about being homeless is the never knowing where to lay your head at night and constantly having to worry about how you're gonna eat, if you're gonna be able to eat that day.
Where are you two living?
Streets. We're just out there. Yeah.
Right there in Union Square.
We stay in the front by the circle or the steps.
Sometimes we don't sleep. Sometimes we run until the morning, until like the park opens, and then we sleep on the grass.
Before back to sleep and everything.
So being homeless is, you never know what's gonna happen from what's gonna happen the next minute. You never know where you're gonna be from one minute to the next minute. There's no schedule, there's no structure. You pretty much are on survival mode, and it's not a good feeling.
It's exceptionally hard for a female to be homeless. The scariest thing for me was the homeless bums, the men. And I was always feared of being raped at night.
You don't want to be without money. Whatever you have to do in order to survive, you might find yourself in the slammer a couple of times. They'll put you in the box for a couple of survival crimes really quickly, but you'll find yourself committing them in need. So in order to avoid that, the only option you have is to make money however you can, even if that gets you in a box, you know?
Use your voice for me.
Use your voice for me.
Use your courage for me. Use your courage.
Use your voice for me.
Use your voice for me.
Excellent, that was great.
As a homeless youth, I was not entitled to and not deserving of safety, safe, habitable housing, food, and not entitled to compassion or kindness, and that my life was disposable because I was homeless.
I'm trying to just live and be, don't dream too big, so that way you won't have such a high fall if you do fall. Failure is not an option for me, but sometimes it happens,
These kids are asking for your help. And it's not in a way like, oh, I'm doing this, help me. No, it's like, I want you to listen to me and care for me the same way y'all cared for me when I was just this little boy. I want you to be there for me. And I want you to love me and have that same unconditional love that nobody can give me but you.